What's good, y'all? It's your guy Shaun. Today I'm here in DC as usual. This time I'm in the I guess this neighborhood is called the Navy Yard or the Waterfront. Um, as you can see behind me, that's the Nationals ballpark. I'll get a shot of that later. So yeah, that's where I'm at today. We're gonna explore the DC Waterfront. I'm also gonna talk to you about how to tell if your relationship is an asset or a liability. I wrote about it. I'll leave a link for the article back in my writing days. But I wanted to make a video about it because I think, as far as like relationships go, I think that's something that everybody needs to think about. So before I get into that, here's a tour of the Southwest Waterfront. Fly with me. Yeah, pretty much just another gentrified neighborhood in DC. Everything you could expect from big city gentrification, your Chipotle, your hip new workout spot, group workout spot. Pretty sure there's a Soul Cycle somewhere around here. Yeah. So here we're on, what street are we on? We're on Tingy Street, and yeah, here's where your best bet to find food is. Right here, you got Blue Jacket. Get you some running shoes that Patience running. Forgot the name of this little spot right here. My personal favorite, Nando's. A lot of you guys might already know the vibe of Nando's, but it's if you don't, it's an Afro-Portuguese restaurant known for their peri peri chicken. Peri peri is a sauce, that Portuguese sauce that is damn good, I might say. So if you're ever in DC, New York, London, or wherever, try it. Lugamon. Yeah, nothing too crazy in the way of food, just the regulars. Little retail here on Tingy Street. Alright, so that was my tour of Southwest DC and the Waterfront. It's a great neighborhood if you're in DC, if you live here, if you're just visiting, great neighborhood to just come, kick back, stroll and enjoy, take it in. It's beautiful. If you're into baseball, National Stadium is right there. Go catch you a Nats game, the 2019 World Series champions. And in the back of me is the beautiful Potomac River. So now, what we've all been waiting for, what I came here to talk about, I wanted to get into real quick just ways to tell if you're in a relationship with the asset or liability. Is your significant other an asset or a liability? There's a few easy ways to tell. The first one, you're just overall better off than you were. I mean, financially, physically, emotionally, like you're in a happier space. It doesn't have to be one of those or all of those. Could just be one of those. Hopefully not just the financial, because the financial thing, there's kind of layers to that. I'll get into that in a second. But you want to make sure that you're just better off. Like, if you feel your partner's a burden, or even that you're a burden to your partner, or life, a dark cloud has hung over your life, ever since you guys have gotten together, he or she is probably a liability. Now, if things are looking up, people see you, and if you're a female, they might say, "Oh, you're glowing," or if you're a dude, they say, "Bro, you changed, you're looking good." Like, that's one way to tell if your relationship is an asset. People notice the change, and it's for the better. And another thing that goes under this is you're healthier. Like, ever since I met my woman, my wife, gotta use better words, but I've been meditating. I've been working out more consistent. I'll catch myself if I stay out of the gym for too long. I'll catch myself, and I'll get back to it because I'm motivated. She's been doing the same thing. She's in the gym. I try to eat healthier. That's hard for me. I'm already skinny, so I need as much protein as I can. Normally in the form of chicken, normally in the form of fried chicken from Chick-fil-A, which is about every day, but I do try to consume more fruits and more vegetables, and I do have to say that's thanks to her. I've also been trying to take better care of my skin, my hair, just doing, just a lot of stuff to be a better me. She motivates me to be a better me, so she's definitely an asset. But if you find out that before you got in your relationship, you were healthier, you were doing things, you find yourself, you're drinking more because, the relationship's so rocky, you're into drugs that you weren't doing, or drinking or doing heavier, things like that. The relationship she might be needy here, she might be needy, and you're not in the gym as much, or just doing other things, that takes away from taking care of your health. And there's a lot of things. Stress. If you're stressed out, it'll show physically in a bunch of ways. You might start breaking out, you might start gaining weight. So if you're not healthier in a relationship, your relationship is definitely a liability. And lastly, feeding off of that is you manage your time better. Like, you would think in a relationship you don't have time for anything, but really you have more time because you want to make time for things that's important, and your relationship is important. You make time for your relationship, but outside of your relationship, you're making time for actual important things. You should be less inclined to engage in bullshit or waste time, because you really have that solid foundation at home, and you're looking to build off of that. So everything you're gonna do in your spare time when you're not with your significant other is gonna be with a purpose or for something. It's gonna be less time wasted just doing dumb stuff. But if you're still doing dumb stuff in your spare time, there's probably a void left in your relationship that you might want to look into taking care of, or filling that void in a healthy way, or addressing the void, not filling it, but addressing that void. So that's that. You'll have more time because you'll have less time to spend on BS in a relationship that's an asset to you. Whereas if your relationship's liability, guess what? Like with financial liabilities, you lose money. Time liabilities, you could lose time. And we all know how hard it is to get time back. Got it? All right, so that's it. That's my spill. I thank y'all for joining me, and if you could, just like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Take care.